Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
The race starts tonight. I'm James J. How's everybody doing? It is Friday night. That means it's time for the Midwest Motorsports Truck Series to get underway. I've out-fancied myself. Pocono Speedway tonight. I'm joined tonight by Trevor McLaughlin.
Hello.
Trevor, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great, man. I'm ready to go racing at Pocono. I'm not sure if this is your favorite tracks, but it's definitely one of mine.
Not at all.
Not your favorite? It's all right. Well, it's on the schedule every year in the Truck Series.
Much always happier to be up here in the booth instead of out on track today.
Right on. I can dig that. It's hard for me to play favorites, period. But no surprise tonight that Ian Silva has put it on the pole again. How does he keep doing this? Magic.
Yeah, it's funny. I was just looking at the results from last season here. Ian Silva also got the pole for that race and was pretty much dominated by both Ian Silva and Michael Samia, who are our top two starters today.
That's awesome. Well, we're going to go green for 53 laps with about 19 to 20 laps per fuel run. So as the trucks finally start to roll out a little bit, is there anything specific you're looking for tonight? Anything we're going to see?
Yeah, this track is going to eat up these tires. In the practice I did, you're losing about a second of pace just after 10 laps here. So it's going to be a game of who is the best at saving tires. I feel like we say that every week, but it's going to have a really huge impact this week.
Tires. 3 on the floor, and with 2.5 stops, let's say, you can't really make a half a stop, so that means at least 3 full stints. So you can get tires every time you come in. Any advantage in saving tires? You don't think so? Is that what you're telling me?
Saving tires as in leaving a set in the pits? No, I don't think so.
Roger.
Yeah, I think that maybe with depending if where the cautions fall, there might be an option to do a 2-tire stop, or if you just need a splash of fuel on that last run to get you through the last few laps of the race. But these guys are going to want tires as many times as they can get them.
Right on. Big track, wide open. Pocono Speedway is winding the season down. A little short on the turnout, 14 trucks. That doesn't mean we're not going to have good racing. Last week was absolutely incredible. So I'm expecting no less tonight. Good to see everybody. George Harris, Robert Lavery, Lee Kiernan, Marco, Robert Sanders, and we're green. Ian Silva takes off. Big wide open track, lots of room for everybody. We're going to play nice early. Does the track get smaller as the race goes on, Trevor?
Yeah, I think it won't take very long for these guys to get spread out if there's no early caution here. You see the 2 trailing at the back there, Nick Astley and Eric Thaler, who had a pit road start. But yeah, with this huge track and just the way that you have to drive it, it doesn't take long to get single file here. And they're pretty much all single file on lap 1 now.
That didn't take long. Looking back from Jason Phillips at Lee Kiernan, Marco and Robert Lowry running side by side. Ball gets close awfully quick. Who's back behind Robert Sanders? Was that Troy Sandy side by side?
Yeah, I see Ron Schomer in there, Norm Snyder, and yeah, the blue and black truck is the 80 of Troy Sandy. And then you got Nick Gaslin and Eric Thaler trying to make their way towards the front from starting at the back. Now, I said that Michael Smia and Ian Silva dominated the race last time here, but it was actually Nick Aslan that ended up winning the race, kind of sneaking to the lead there at the end. So lots of people with speed and lots of options for a contender today, as Michael Smia's taken over the lead.
Hey, look at that, rocking the Platinum Elite on the rear deck lid.
Yeah, that's my team. Top 2 right now. No bias.
Yeah, it looks awesome. The race for third is on with George Harris, Jason Phillips, and Lee Kiernan. Actually,
great qualifying
Robert
for George Harris.
Yeah.
Started in 4th up to 3rd place now. Nice to see the 87 up front. Some different numbers today.
Still run the Danos jeans paint, just a different color. I like it.
These top 2 are starting to pull away. No tire saving there, it looks like. And our points leader, Dustin Reinsettel, is not in the race today, so the top of the point spot is up for grabs today. They're weaving across the front stretch, trying to cut off the draft there. There's a little too much weaving. You don't want to overheat your tires doing that.
Yeah.
One little weave is fine, but Michael Smia has taken it to the extreme there.
We often see that at Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the 500 or something, but not in the truck series. I'm not sure how much can be gained or lost, but either way, maybe it's psychological as much as anything else. But Michael Smia in the 10, not able to get away from 51.
I didn't think the draft had that big of an effect in these trucks, but maybe Smia's feeling something out there that feeling he can cut off a run from the 51 by doing that. Obviously, the 51 thinks so too because he weaves right along with him. Kind of looks like they're just all separated in little 2x2 groups right now. Michael Smia holds the fastest lap of the race so far, 54.260. Fastest lap at the end of the race gets a bonus point.
That matters, especially when there's only 3 left in the race and the points leader not here.
Yeah, exactly. So Nick Aslan, Ian Silva, Jason Phillips, Michael Smia, they're all fighting today for that top spot at the top of the standings. Not much time left in the season. This is our 3rd to last race. We're going to be crowning a champion in a few weeks here.
And we have a super speedway of Daytona and then Nashville remaining on the schedule. Jason Phillips still trying to get around George Harris. Not able to do it yet, but they're 1 full second now behind the front 2. Talk about getting...
It's going to be hard to pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially unless you've done a really good job at saving your tires compared to someone else. The speeds are going to be pretty equal. As you see Nick Aslan trying to make a pass on the 90 of James Olabison here. Was looking to the inside. Thinks better of it. I think if you can get to someone's outside, it's a lot easier to make a pass. It's just actually getting the run to get to that spot.
Ooh.
Looks at a little swerve to the inside off of 1. Which is interesting. I thought the track would have a little bit more grip. We wouldn't be seeing trucks get loose like that, but I guess it's a little slick out there today. See if the 48 can get a run here.
5% humidity.
Draft pulls him up to the back of the 90, but he's just not quite there by the start of turn 1. Probably going to need a little bit of a slip up from James in order to get beside him.
Well, and they're catching the 33 as well of Robert Lavery. There he goes. Shows the nose.
Side by side.
There's an overlap. Final turn. It's stylized after Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
Yeah, James holding strong on the outside. It looks like the 48's clear. And the 90 might be able to get a run off of turn 3. Running the higher line. Didn't get loose really, didn't get up into the wall, so that's good. Yeah, you see these guys, they're bunched up right to each other's bumpers, but they can't really seem to be able to get the runs they need or to be able to pass anyone. I don't know if we've really seen any passes for position since like lap 2, other than the guys starting from the back. Jason Phillips might have something here. Still side by side, the inside of George Harris coming out on the front stretch. And sneaks that back in behind. It just can't get enough speed, especially on the inside of someone like that.
I think he's showing some respect too, but now you wait too long and Lee Kiernan's going to poke inside of the 88, and now the 88 of Jason Phillips might lose a spot to Lee Kiernan from being the nice guy racing with the 87, while the 10 and the 51 play nice together up front. Side by side down the long straightaway.
Oh, the 5 goes a little bit high through the tunnel turn, pushes the 88 up the track.
Look at Marco coming through.
See, even though the 5 got a huge run on the 88 when it's able to get fully up beside him like that, the run you get on the outside and being able to hold the other truck to the inside and not give him as much of an opportunity to get back to the gas, it just makes it so difficult to pass. Quick pit stop's going to be your friend. Try and make up some time. You're going to have to pit in about 8 or 9 laps. You can do about 20 laps on a tank. So it's Marco Lavery trying to battle with Lee Kiernan now.
The Dallas Cowboys theme.
And a new look for Marco this week.
Lee gets away on the entry. How much lifting and coasting are we doing through here, Trevor? Did you get a lot of laps in before tonight?
Yeah, a decent amount. I mean, you're lifting, enough to save fuel if you had to through each turn. Not very much brake at all. Turn 1, turn 3, give it a little brake just to help it turn. You really don't even need any through the tunnel turn, turn 2. But yeah, maybe a second or 2 off the gas at the start of the turn, and then you can get back to it.
Can he pull out?
88.
Time. Come on. Cameras are going crazy. Oh no. Might be a black flag, might be reversed. The 88 is by the 87.
88 makes
really
pass
work
on
for
the
it.
inside there. I don't know if George Harris is just being nice and, not wanting to put up a fight and lose another spot to the 5, but I really feel like if you just stay in the gas there, the 88 wouldn't be able to get by. But I guess 87's looking to cool his tires a little bit and try and get him back later. Because now he's under attack from the 5 anyway. Nick Aslin's now caught up to these guys too.
Wow. And Eric Thaler right behind him too. Well, a full second behind him. So that's going to bring priority to the pit stop. Your out lap, your in lap, finding your box, finding your, I know there's no pit limiter button, but doing all the little things exactly right can really make or break. As we see Lee Kiernan look on the inside one more time. The 87 of George Harris. You might get him on the exit. Great job, George, by leaving plenty of room.
Yeah.
Lee Kiernan's going to squeak by. Nick Aslin going to get by them both. And then now can Marco also get by. But do not count George Harris out. He is driving smooth, not losing too many places. Right now, you don't want to lead lap 15. We got 53 laps overall. That's the one you want to win.
Yeah, I wonder if George maybe was pushing a little bit too hard, and now these guys are sneaking by him at the end of the run. Learning something for the next run, maybe. But I would say maybe pit early if you can. Like, it's looking like we're not going to see many cautions, if at all, today, so possibly try and split it evenly between the 3 stops. Because those new tires, you'll be, roughly a second and a half faster a lap than these guys on old tires. So if you can pit a lap or 2 before them and gain a few seconds on track.
Little touch there between the 23 and the 15. Marco Slavery and Eric Thaler. Just good, hard racing. These guys are really going at it while they're snaking down the front straight up front.
Yeah, Nick Aslin in 4th now. I mean, from starting at the back and with how hard it is to pass, really impressive that he's made it up this far before the first pit stop.
I don't even like
the last tweet when he was wrecking all the time.
Yes, it was, and he keeps blinking out. That's why my cameras go crazy. I'm going to follow somebody else instead of Nicholas. Sorry, Nicholas's connection and my connection aren't cooperating. Playing nice, but look at George Harris. He's held his own, held Jason Phillips off for as long as he could. But I continued to be really excited about seeing George Harris continue to develop as a racer. He's been racing with us for a little while now. I've been looking for some stats, but I'm really glad to see him continuing to racing get better. Seems to hold a steady wheel.
Yeah, 3 top 10s so far this season. Again, this is just his first season with us, and I feel like he's been getting better all season long. So hopefully he sticks around for next season as well, and we can see more out of him.
I agree.
So this is where we'll see how much of a difference the draft might make. Well, they're going to be pitting soon anyway, but with the 88 all on his own out there, if these guys with the draft can chase him down, we'll see how much of an effect that's actually having.
Oh.
But the 23 and the 15 almost getting into it again.
Smiling ear to ear. Maybe it's my connection. Maybe it's SDK. Who knows? Either way, thanks to everybody for joining us on YouTube, the new home of Midwest Motorsport. I haven't checked in with everybody yet. Although Ian Silva has taken over.
Yeah, stream's still going strong, even though we've got some technical issues on our end, so bear with us.
Yep. I'm trying. There we go.
The stream's frozen as well. Oh, we're back. It's Ian Silva
It's taking over.
take over the lead from Michael Smia. Pit stops will be any lap now.
Right. Words out of my mouth. It was a lot of fun having you on the cool down lap the other night, Trevor. Thanks for joining us Monday night for the podcast. That was fun. And like Ian Silva might lead us down pit lane tonight for the first time.
Yeah, we'll see. They're coming to pit road. Oh, yeah. Well,
There we go. That was fun.
there we go. We're
Nice
back. And here they go. Top three all coming to pit road. Oh, the 88
Jason Phillips.
spins.
Oh, no.
That's going to be a faster pair. No caution. Should be okay. He's right at the entrance to pit road, able to get on. We'll have to take a look at that. Did lock up his brakes, maybe?
Here he comes. Oh, he just had the little steering lift in. Can try one more view. Maybe a chopper might. Well, we'll go driver cam.
Yeah, it looked like he was
Okay.
already on the straight part there. I wonder, Dustin was giving those tips about the really low brake bias. It's definitely going to cause more
Oh.
lockups if Jason was taking his advice there. This will be a good view.
Here he comes. It's hard to tell if he's on the brakes, but he is by now.
Yeah, the wheel's
Oh,
straight.
sorry. Turning right.
Turning back. I don't think it would get loose there. I feel like that's got to be a brake lockup.
We mentioned doing the little things just right.
Yeah,
How
and he's
far
still
back
in
is this
sixth
gonna be?
place. So it cost him 3 spots. Probably used a faster pair. But Ian Silva back to the lead after everyone's pit. Almost a second lead now over Michael Smia. So Ian gained a lot of time on that pit stop.
Oh,
Even though
and
according to our
3
little
seconds longer. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Go ahead.
3 second, just over a 2 second longer stop. So must have been the time getting on and off pit road. I know that's something Michael Smia said he wanted to work on, was getting on and off faster, but looks like Ian's got him beat there today. We were talking on the cooldown lap about Ian Silva and how he's always running up front, and we were surprised he doesn't have more wins. Just the one win last season is all he's got here in the Midwest Motorsports Truck Series. So looking like a second win maybe on the horizon today. Almost to halfway in this race. Not sure
Anybody
what happened.
else?
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to ask you if anybody else had issues on pit lane or made or lost up some space. It looks like Nicholas Aslan up 8 spots from his starting in the pits. I mean, it's already up into the third in the podium. Only 1.6 seconds behind Michael Samia, who started on the front row. And, I think it looks like Michael might have only taken 2 tires. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that, but 15-second stop.
So, yeah, 2-star stop.
No,
I would say would be more like 11 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah, James Olavison, though, he's a lap down now. He was a 10th, I think, before the pit stop. So, and he's in pit road again. So I'm not sure what happened to the 90 at James Olavison. And we know he put a lot of practice in for this race. He had some high hopes. So Looks like might be a early end of the day for the 90. Yeah, he must have had some contact or something.
For James, he's on his way out.
Yeah, to make 2 pit stops there, something must have happened.
More than just a drive-through.
Jason Phillips taking a look at the inside of Mark Lavery.
Go for it. Lee's going to try to follow him through in the 5. Can Lee Kiernan, the Aussie, catch the 88 slipstream?
Yeah, Marco made up a couple spots on that pit cycle. I believe he was 6 beforehand. Came out in 4th place.
Good racing. Jason Phillips still side by side. Corner after corner. Eric Thaler picks up a new fast lap that lap, by the way.
I say these guys should just go for it. While you've got these new tires, try and take advantage of it as much as you can, because it seemed like last run saving tires didn't seem to do much. You still couldn't pass. So
right.
You got an opportunity to pass now, pounce on it. Surprised to see Robert Sanders back in 8th place.
That surprised me too.
Been right around there all race, but we also haven't seen him around as much in these last few races. So maybe just lack of seat time, lack of practice. He's not up to his normal speed here.
Eric Thaler sneaking by the inside of said Robert Harris. Not sure what flag that nation is. Robert Harris. I don't know if it's on your timing screen, but
that was it was like Toka, something to do with the toe.
Gotcha. I don't know why I didn't make that connection. Paints are always awesome, though. Multicolored. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trucks here racing. This is what you get when you race with Midwest Motorsports. Oh, looks like Robert Sanders might have touched the wall. So did Eric, but we got 6 trucks right together.
Eric scraping the walls, nothing new.
Nope.
Yeah, it looks like we're at Daytona with how close these 6 trucks are.
That's next week. Yeah. Oh. Inside for George Harris and Lee Kiernan. Jason Phillips inside Marco Lavery.
You'll see if the 88 can actually complete the pass on the inside into turn 1. Side by side. 23 is a little high. I feel like the 88 should be able to clear him, maybe not. Probably had a second there where he could have come up the track and cut his nose, but better be safe than sorry.
Just barely at the halfway point. Here comes Robert Sanders.
Whoa. Big run into turn 2. Into the almost to the outside of the 5. If he can actually get there, it should be a much easier pass than trying to go on the inside.
He is there.
Yeah, 5 gave him the line, but carries more speed through the entrance of the turn.
What a race. 88's in front of the 23. Does he slide up yet? Not quite. Eric Thaler in 15 looking on the inside. Are we going to go 3 wide? Oh, my goodness.
Okay. Are they going to sort it out by turn 1, or are they just going to go for it? All right. Good job, guys.
George Harris in the catbird seat in the 87. Where is he going to go?
Yeah, in George Harris's spot there, you're kind of just like, all right, if you guys 3 take each other out, that's 3 spots for me. I'll just sit here and wait and see what happens. Going for it again.
Eric,
whoa.
Looking left, looking right. Staying right this time.
15 to the outside of the 5. Should have a much better run down the front stretch. 5 going to tuck up behind him. That's a good shot.
We do have a new camera pack brought to you by all the kind people that make donations to the league through the Midwest Motorsports, midwest-motorsports.com donate tab.
Oh, these are awesome camera angles.
It really helps us out. We'll go back to some more wall cams. We got a spotter cam. Coming into turn 3. Just gives you an idea of how big Pocono is. Have you ever been to Pocono there, Trevor?
I was supposed to go this year, but ended up having to sell the ticket. So one day. It's not too far from me, only about 5 hours.
Yeah. More than a day
Robert
trip, but
he's up to 5th. I guess he heard us talking about him slacking and decided to start making his way up to the front.
Eric Taylor inside the 23, following the 6. Now Lee Kiernan also trying to get around 23 later.
Yeah, we saw that last run too. It looked like the 23 didn't have as much speed as the other guys at the end of the run. Guess are we coming up on another pit stop here? What lap are we on?
We're on lap 30, working lap 30. So we're halfway through second one.
I don't know why it felt like forever ago that these guys were on pit road.
Tell you what's forever ago at the start, because Nicholas Aslan has made his way all the way up to 3rd, and now within half a second of Michael Samia. Make it known, Nicholas Aslan is here to play, y'all. He showed up the race.
3 fastest trucks from the last time we were here are now the top 3. Nick Aslan took about a second off that gap since the pit stops to the 10 of Mike Samia.
There's Samia.
51 with a 1.3 second lead on these guys. It's been holding steady. Best battle on the track still back here from 4th to 8th place. Oh, one of those trucks got in the wall hard.
George?
Sure, I guess the 5. Wow, our first caution. Yeah, I saw the 5. He hit the wall off of turn 1, I think it was, but it didn't look. Or yeah, what turn are we at here? Can't even tell. It didn't look that bad, but he must have got loose and tagged the inside wall.
Exited turn 1. Oh, turn 2, the tunnel turn.
Yeah, I think it was turn 2.
Like you got Troy Sandy on the outside of the 23. 5 leaves room. Just all by himself. Rear slides.
Yeah,
into
so
the wall.
Followed the 23, got in the wall, and it's easy to just kind of follow someone and hit right into the wall like that. And 5 made a little bit harder impact. Sent him into the inside wall. That'll be a fast repair for him too. Now lap down, I guess he had to be towed.
Oh, that's unfortunate. A Goody's headache power.
Going.
First caution of the day.
Well, this will be interesting. You can make it to the end from here, I think. So we should see everybody on pit road for 4 tires and bunch these guys all
Okay.
back up.
I heard 19 to 20. So at 21, I guess we're going to have some fuel saving. And good for this, James Olafison. No, he's not going to get the lucky dog. That's going to put Lee on the lucky dog. Does anybody play any games here?
I don't know. Like, you could do a 2-tire stop if you wanted, but it's only going to be a couple seconds shorter than just getting 4. I think with a full fuel run to go here, may as well just take 4 and see what happens. But we'll find out shortly if
we're going to have a choose.
Yeah, looking like 4 tires for everybody.
Oh, the 5's still not on his way out yet. Does he have any steering damage?
I think he had to be towed.
Oh, no.
I didn't even see him drive back to the pits. Ian Silva still maintains the lead.
See, Ian Silva, he's going to get to choose. So that'll be nice for him. It's just real unfortunate that this takes the 5 and kind of ruins his day. Hey, Lee, this is James and Nicholas. I'm sorry, Trevor in the booth. You got us?
Yep, loud and clear.
Oh, I'm sorry to have to talk to you under these circumstances, but thank you for letting us come in and get on the channel with you. We see you're out of the pit lane now, so that's a good thing. Looks like you might get the lucky dog as well.
No, I think the lucky dog is already gone, so I think I'll miss that.
Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. It looks like you were just. Go ahead, Trevor.
Yeah, I was just gonna say you had a good run going, and it looks like just kind of followed the 23 up into the wall there and made a little bit too hard a contact.
Yeah, we had a good little pack going there. It was nice and fun actually, and until I stuffed it in the wall. Yeah, I was behind somebody else. I thought I had plenty of room, and I was inside, and then it just kept on drifting higher and higher. It just kind of sucked in behind him. And of course I had to tow, unfortunately.
Gotcha.
So that's what put you a lap down.
Well, it looks like it was a lot of fun. You were side by side with almost everybody you were racing around you. It looks like a lot of people were giving space and taking space. Lee, it looked like it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was actually. It's a good little pack there, and a few cars caught us from behind, and because we were fighting. But hey, that's the way it goes. Yeah.
All right. Well, once again, Lee, we're glad you're here. Thanks for letting us join you. I'll send you back down to truck chatter, but hopefully your race is not over. You know, looks like everybody is still on the lead lap according to my timing, so never over till it's over, right?
Yep, 10-4.
Good luck.
Thank you.
That was fun. Lee Kiernan letting us join him on the radio live during the race. I'm glad he's still able to stay in. It looks like some of these guys came in for a splash there, Trevor. Norm, Robert Sanders.
Yeah, I guess they didn't think they could make it. Maybe they're using a bit more gas, a little less brake. But I'm looking at the 88, gained 2 spots on that pit stop.
Yeah. All right, the pace truck is going to take a hard left. Holy cow, I hope they got their hands to buy son. And Ian Silva in the 51. Got to bring us to the green. No more pit stops. Everybody should be good to go to the end. Nicholas Aslan started from the pit lane. So did Eric Thaler there in the 3rd row.
Yeah, I feel like Ian Silva's got the fastest truck today, but this is going to be a true test if he can hold off these 4 charging trucks behind him.
A great racing, man. This is Midwest Motorsports, wide open, flat out, side by side. Michael Samia, your front row starter. To the right of Eric Thaler, the godfather of Midwest Motorsports, who we're riding with.
Yeah, Nick Asselin battling for second now. Jason Phillips hoping for a little push from the 15 down the front stretch. He's not going to get it. Slides back up in front of the 10. Ian Silva's loving this. It's just driving away.
Eric leaves the 10, plenty of room. I thought he was going to do a slider, slide up in front of the 10. He leaves space. Doesn't take much.
Yeah, he did.
There's not
want
much.
Another EOL for next week.
Trevor, you've done a lot of iRacing. You've done a lot of league racing. You've done a lot of officials. When it's coming down to the last 12 or 15 laps, the end of a long season, you get a late race caution. It's Pocono. What are these guys thinking right now as the 15 pulls alongside the 10 who's been up front all day now by no fault of his own, is fighting for fourth spot, trying to stay inside the top 5?
Yeah, I feel like Ian Silva's pretty cool under pressure. You know, he knows he's got speed. As long as he doesn't make any big mistakes, he should be able to keep these guys behind him, especially with how hard it is to pass. But if it were me, I would be nervous. I know sometimes when I got the lead towards the end of the race and there's trucks right on my tail like this, and my leg starts to shake. I'm not throttled properly. But these guys seem to have it under control.
And yeah, all right, I'm still trying to find the wall cams. Here we go. What does Michael Samia think?
Awesome.
Yeah,
I don't know. You know, I feel like he thought he had a shot at the win, and now he's just dropping back. He might be under attack from George Harris here. So, I don't know. Maybe you can learn from these guys, follow their driving line. It looks like he's turning down a little bit more into turn 1 there. Just trying to see what other people are doing to have more speed to get by him here. Like Ian Silva might have a challenge from Jason Phillips here shortly. Definitely don't want to give him that outside lane. The 88's just been getting better and better on these, I was going to say oval tracks, but I guess I should say non-road course. Takes a look to the inside.
Looks right.
He actually... Wow. Clears the 51.
We'll take another look at that. But here comes Nicholas Aslan in the 48. Get off your seat. Fans, if you're sitting down, you have an issue. We're going for the lead with 14 to go. Jason Phillips in the 88 on the yellow line.
Wow.
Nick Aslan from the pit lane start.
Are they going to do... Oh. 88 gets real loose off of turn 1. It looks like the 48's going to take the lead here. It might be 3 wide to get into turn 2, which is not a good idea.
The tunnel turn, they call it. The tunnel to the pit lane goes underneath him. Nick Aslan all the way upside, high, wide, and handsome for the lead. Nicholas Aslan in the 48 is your new leader.
Yeah, Ian Silva thinking, what just happened? I was in the lead a lap ago, and now I'm in third. That was impressive. Oh, 88 into the wall. Hangs on to it. 51 probably going to be able to get by. That was great.
Here comes the 10. Do not Michael Samia out as he looks under the 15 of Eric Thaler. Jason Phillips slides up in front of the 15 to make sure he takes that position. And here comes Eric Thaler with the crossover. 13 to go. Nicholas Aslan stretches his lead, not quite half a second. Ian Silva, second place. Oh.
Getting a lot more racy. I think, 13 laps to go. It looked like the 15 was a little bit less patient than he would have been earlier in the race. Drove it a little deep into turn 2. Made his way by the 88, who's now back to 4th. Still weaving across the front stretch.
I can't find the whole camera. Yeah, they're going back and forth. So Michael Sami in the 10 cars, apparently 5th place, but got the best seat to watch what happens in front and might be able to make a play if there's any argy-bargy up front. But right now, Jason Phillips goes from 2nd back to 4th, and Eric Thaler, the fastest lap, currently 3rd. There's a 33 slides down to let a couple guys go, I believe.
I'm sorry, yeah, was that Robert? I think actually. Yeah,
All
Eric
good?
Taylor
Yes,
still
that
holds
was
the
Robert.
fastest lap of the race, so he might be able to still do something here. Say any of these top 6 really still have a chance. You never know what sort of slide one of these drivers is going to take. 11 laps to go is a long time around this track.
Unbelievable for Nicholas Aslan. Start from pit lane, hang in there, work the pit stops, get a yellow that really doesn't hurt or help anybody. I don't think that yellow really affected anybody. It unfortunate for Lee Kiernan, no question about that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if those guys would have been able to chase down Ian Silva without the yellow. He had a 1.3 second lead.
Yeah.
Old tires. I don't know if anything could have been done. Now it looks like Nick Aslan's race to lose. Would take over the points lead if he wins this race.
Ooh. 2 to go, including the drops. Eric Thaler does not follow Ian Silva as he snakes down the front straight.
Yeah, so we're halfway through the run on these tires now. 10 laps to go. This truck's really starting to lose grip. Can't make the moves you could 5 laps ago.
Has anybody done a better job at saving tires? Like Michael Sami is dropping back from Jason Phillips just a little bit.
Thing is, though, I feel like the 48 is probably the current best at saving tires in the league, just based off past statistics. So it's going to be hard to catch. They're doing a good job staying with him here. Yeah, and it just takes one little weave to lose, or one little bobble to lose all your speed down one of these straightaways, and they'll be right beside him.
What an amazing race. If you're watching, give us a like. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe.
We got 9 viewers right now. I want to see at least 9 likes on this live stream.
There you go.
Looking like a 4-truck battle now. The 10 and the 87 have kind of dropped off from that lead pack.
Eric Thaler not taking the bait. As Ian Silva goes down. Jason Phillips looks inside the 15.
Yeah, they're closing in on the 48. He did have half a second lead. It's now down to 2/10. So still anybody's race here. I feel like the 55 might be a little bit faster right now. He was 2/10 faster than the 48 on the last lap. Maybe taking a look to the inside, not quite close enough.
Keeping clean air on his nose. He's got to run. He's got to run.
He's right on his bumper. Sticking in behind him for now.
Does it give him the Predator, Ian Silva, the 51.
He's going to slide up right in front of the 48. Oh, you were clear.
Eric,
you were clear, 51. He lets the 48 get back to the outside.
He didn't take it. No, he did not. Good clean racing, though. I mean, I get it. Let's race, right? You know, I mean, we're not racing for trophies or money. We're going to race. Let's have a good time, man. This is why we get in our rigs every practice until our heart's content. Get our honey-do list done early in the week so we can spend Friday night racing.
Yeah, again, the 51 he was clear for about a second there, but sometimes you just don't trust when your spotter says clear. That 1 second that it takes you to make a decision on whether you move up or not, you're not sure if you're still clear by the time you're going to get up there, and you just don't do it. But maybe coming to the end of the race as the laps wind down, the 51 might be more eager to make that move.
Let's see what happens.
Oh, the 15 now.
Eric Taylor looking inside for second.
Ian Silva. Oh, and he takes it.
Slider.
Wow.
Fine job.
The 51 lost a little bit too much momentum trying to make that pass on the 48, and now back and forth. Can change pretty quickly here. We got the battle of the blue and white
super wide,
now.
super stretch. Yes. 5 laps to go that time by. Jason Phillips on the inside of Ian Silva. Ian Silva leaves room. Jason Phillips takes it for now.
Going to take a look to the inside. Forces the issue about the 88 a little bit there, running out of time to get things done. The 51's going to try and take another shot at the lead. He needs to start marching his way forward right now. 48 pulls back to 0.4 of a second lead over Eric Taylor. 2 guys who started from the pits now leading this race.
Amazing. Just goes to show it's not where you start, it's where you finish. And this is why we run the race. Do not take the hats to victory lane until the race is over.
It looks like the 51.
Don't count Michael Samia out either.
Than the 15. Yeah, he's tracked these guys back down with all the racing they're doing.
Riding with the 51 of Ian Silva.
Again, it looks like he's a little faster than the 15. If he can get by him, he might have enough time to get back to the 48, but it's going to be a hard pass.
Do you push him? Can you bump draft and help him out to help him catch the 48? Hard to work together at all.
Yeah,
48's dodging
I don't know if
as
you
much
could
as
get
you
right
can.
to his bumper. And the longer these guys run side by side, the 48's going to pull away from them. So if he's going to pass him, he needs to get it done within 1 or 2 corners here.
Well, they are running side by side, and Jason Phillips has a front row seat of it. Coming up to the tunnel turn, coming with 3 to go this time by. Jason Phillips currently 4th. Gets a good run through the turn 2.
Attack the 51 now.
The tunnel turn, the 90-degree turn after Indianapolis. Ian Silva hangs on strong. To the outside, Nicholas Aslan loves saying this. To go turn 3.
Yep. 51's got to stay close enough so that the 88 can't clear him. 2 laps to go.
And he's there.
And look at Nick Aslan with almost a second lead now. See you, boys.
It is not over yet. They're going to take the white this time by. Norm Snyder is racing George Harris. This battle is going to go on to the finish as well. The battle we're watching is for second. Eric Taylor has it. Ian Silva wants it.
Yeah, Nick Aslan just wants to see that white flag.
The sun goes down on the Pocono racetrack. as well as the 53-lap Midwest Motorsports Friday night race. Nicholas Ashley could not be happier to see the white flag. Ian Silva in third place. Looking up at second place, the godfather of Midwest Motorsports, Eric Thaler. Ian Silva in third place.
Gets into the wall.
Goes by. Eric Thaler.
Is he going to clear him? I don't know.
Is he going to lose third as well?
Jason Phillips might get by too. Jason Phillips.
The race is for third.
Tries to get by in turn 2.
Nicholas Aslan made it. And Jason Phillips clear Eric Thaler for third.
Yeah, they're going to be side by side coming to the finish here.
Here we go. Eric Thaler. With the third spot. What a race.
Wow.
Starting from pit lane. What a race. Oh my goodness. I don't think there's anything more Nicholas Aslan wanted to see.
Yeah,
congratulations to Nick Aslan
truck and our new points leader.
And here it is for third place, the Midwest Motorsports truck of Eric Thaler and the 88 Big S fans of Jason Phillips fight it out for third, and Eric Thaler gets it after starting from pit lane. Unbelievable racing. Congratulations, guys. That was awesome.
Yeah, so I'll take you guys through the finishing order while James rounds up our top finishers for their interviews. See up on the screen now, 14th place, James Olavison after some trouble early in the race. And 13th was Lee Kiernan. We talked to him earlier as well. Had that incident with the wreck, trapped him a lap down. 12th place was Robert Lavery. 11th was Robert Sanders. 10th was Troy Sandy. In 9th place, Ron Schomer. 8th was Norm. 7th place, George Harris. 6th place, Marco Lavery. And 5th was Michael Samia. 4th was Jason Phillips. And we got your top 3 interviews coming up with 3rd place, Eric Thaler, 2nd place, Ian Silva, and your winner was the 48 of Nick Aslan.
Starting from the pit lane, the godfather of Midwest Motorsports, Eric Thaler, brings it home on the podium. Eric, what an awesome race. If somebody told you you'd come home on the podium after starting in pit lane, what would you have told them?
There was no way I would ever imagine getting there. Man, good to be here. It seems like it's been a century since I've talked to you guys. Yeah, it was getting real difficult to pass there, you know. Yeah, it was getting difficult to pass. You know, tires were definitely starting to wear out. He had to kind of find speed by taking the corner a little differently than the guy in front of you. And you know, if they got momentum off the corner, they definitely would get up next to you and get a little side draft from you and whatnot. But you know, we tried to get it up there and we benefit.
Looks like it was fun. It was fun from our seat. How much fun were you having in there, Eric?
Man, I had a blast tonight. At practice, I wasn't thinking I was going to be that good up to be a top 3 or whatnot. You know, especially from starting in the pits. But you know, that last caution there did work to my favor. You know, getting us bunched back up, and you know, I was able to maintain pace with those guys up front, and we had some good battles. It was a lot of fun.
What else you got for the Godfather, Trevor?
Yeah, I was just going to say it's nice to see you running up front. It's your first top 5 finish since the first race of the season, actually. So I guess, are you going to be around for these next 2 help us put on a show here?
Heck yeah, man! There's a couple of good ones coming that I enjoy. It's been a rough season. I haven't had any time to get some seat time, in between races and whatnot, being the summer. But happy to be back up here. Hope I can keep this momentum for the rest of the season and keep rolling strong as we enter into the next season. So, really proud of the guys tonight. Everybody did a great job. Congrats to Nick. Congrats to Ian. Good battle there with the 2 of you and also Jason there at the end. It was a lot of fun. So, hope we keep it up the rest of the year here, and looking forward to starting a new season here in about a month. So, it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, we got Daytona next week, and
It was a lot of fun watching.
no more pit road start for you. So
Don't stop, Trevor.
Yeah, it's been a season of bad luck for me, but hopefully we can end it strong. So appreciate you guys. Thanks everybody watching, and hope you guys enjoy.
Couldn't agree more. Congratulations, Eric. Third place, hard fought from the pit lane start. Then Ian Silva, after a pole position, had to work for every single position. And Ian, you were racing all the way to the last lap. That was a lot of fun to watch. How much fun were you having in the seat?
Not much, to be honest. I was stressed out, but yeah. When that caution came out, I sort of realised that the race was going to change completely. Prior to that, it was me and Samir sort of setting the pace, and I tucked in behind him and thought I might be able to do a bit of fuel saving here because we might go green all the way to the end. I don't know how much that paid off. When we did the first green flag pit stop, I actually overshot the box a little bit, so I had to back up, but I still sort of came out side by side with Mick, so that was pretty good. I must have saved a little bit more than him, maybe. I don't know. I'm not quite sure that the timing's there, but yeah, I felt like after that, I thought this was my race to lose because Samir was second, about a second behind me, and I think Nick and Jason were sort of nearby him as well, and I thought that's good because they can battle away with each other, and Mick will be distracted looking into his mirror the whole time, and I can sort of breeze off into the distance. But it wasn't to be when that caution came out, unfortunately, and I realised that it was going to be a fuel race, and yeah, I wouldn't say I choked. Obviously, I mean, yeah, Nick had fantastic speed, and I struggled to sort of keep up with him, and obviously the battle with Jason and Eric at the end there was one for the ages. So yeah, I can't complain about second place, but I think Nick's my biggest title challenger, so that was disappointing to lose out to him, of all people.
yeah, so you should be the top 2 in the points coming out after this. You were actually my winner pick, so almost got there for me today. But I want to ask you about the battle with the 48 with about 7 laps to go there. It looked like you were clear of him twice when you were running side by side, but just didn't move up the track. Were you just unsure if you were clear or what was going on there?
Yeah, I'm always a little bit cautious anyway when I'm racing side by side with people because obviously I'm on the other side of the country, other side of the world rather. So, I always have to give a little bit more room than perhaps I just err on the side of caution. And the last thing you want to do, obviously, is be racing for the win and then wreck someone out. So I a little bit more room anyway. But I was a little bit mindful of my fuel. I knew everyone was in the same boat, but I was catching up to everyone in turn one. I seemed to be braking a lot later and really making up a lot of time braking into turn one. And then turn two is a 50-50. Everyone was having a good lap and then a bad lap, and so you were catching up, and then the next lap you were falling behind or whatever. But turn three, I just couldn't seem to get any exit speed out of it, and so it was once I sort of lost the draft, especially with Nick towards the end. Once I sort of fell away from him, I knew I wasn't ever going to be able to catch up to him because obviously the turn three up to turn one, that's the longest straight, so that's where you really need a good exit, and I just wasn't getting them, so I was relying on the draft to keep up. But yeah, I mean it is what it is.
Yeah, but good run though. Second place, you led the most laps as well, so it's going to be a close fight between you and the 48 for that championship, I think. James, got anything else for Ian?
Well, man, I know how difficult it is to work for each one of these positions, each one of these races. It's been a long season. We're winding it down. And just to see you in the 10 race it so hard, so clean for so long, the 88 was there. I mean, it's been a lot of fun watching you guys this season. And if it's all right, I want you to stick around while we make fun of Nicholas Asselin too. We'll get you in on this conversation too, Nick, starting from the pits. Other than Eric, it didn't look like you needed that caution to come out other than fuel. I'm not sure what that fuel window would have looked like with everybody without that caution. So congratulations, first of all, on your win, Nicholas. Great win.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to start off like incredible, awesome, clean racing there with really everybody, but mainly, you know, Jason and Ian there at the end. You know, Jason, he got by Ian kind of there, and they were chasing each other down the front stretch. I got to the outside, and we were 3 wide for about half a lap there, and I don't know if Ian made a business decision there, but he kind of looked like he kind of backed out 3 wide middle going into the yeah, I don't blame you, going into the tunnel turn, and man, just what an incredible race. Like, that was so good. I love this track so much. Obviously there was like some concern, like you mentioned, with fuel. I mean, fuel wouldn't really have been a problem if that caution hadn't came out. We could have gone a couple more laps, and I don't think fuel would have been a problem, but having that caution when we did a little early put us like right on the window. I was clutching it the whole caution period, and I think maybe right at about pit exit after I crossed the checkered, I started sputtering, and I made it about out to the tunnel turn, and that a cool down lap.
Nice.
Yeah, it
I
looked
was
like you
wondering why
maybe
there
had
were
the
no
fastest
donuts.
truck.
Yeah, I felt really
Oh.
good. I felt really good. I mean, even though, you know, I had the pit lane start, I will at a pit lane start. It was honestly more like an EOL with this track we're at, and where the start finish line is in regards to you know, where we're kind of positioned on pit lane. So the pit lane start, obviously not ideal, but it could have been much worse. I was really worried, just knowing like that it was likely to go green the whole way, and it's not very easy to pass here. You got to try to set those corners up and hope the guy in front of you will make a mistake. And I mean, there were some guys that gave me some really good breaks going through there, trying to move through the field early. So I appreciate their patience and you know, understanding the situation at the time. And yeah, on that restart, I was very aggressive. I felt like I got a really good restart there behind Jason, gave him a good push, and there was a moment where I had a good run on him off of turn 1, and I just pushed him because I don't know, I kind of just wanted to follow him through the tunnel turn, and it actually worked out pretty good because then he ended up getting a run on Ian, and then we had that really great battle. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to have that kind of battle with anybody else in the league. Ian and Jason, they're some of the most clean guys in here, so I'm glad I got to race against them doing that.
Daytona being maybe, I don't want to call it a coin flip, and then Nashville Speedway after that to wind the season down. Dustin, 28 points coming into today, gets 0 points, obviously. We'll have to see how it goes, but looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm not going to miss the next 2 races, Nicholas. Ian, we hope to see you guys there.
Yeah, I'll be there.
I will be there. I'll be there. Got to finish up my throwback scheme, throwback race for Daytona. You probably won't see me all that much for Daytona. I will be, you know, doing our typical plate track strategy, riding in the back. Points are paid at the end. Just survived to see the checkered, we're points racing. And then ending at Nashville, I believe. I'm excited for that. I like Nashville.
Correct. So we're really looking forward to it. Trevor, you want to wrap us up from Poke? Anything else you want to talk about?
No, just excited moving forward. Like you were just saying, it's going to be a really close points battle, not just between the 48 and the 51. We got Jason Phillips and Michael Samia still in contention as well. So 4 trucks going for the points lead at Daytona is going to be wild.
You're not going to want to miss it. I'm not going to miss it. For all the Midwest Motorsports admins that make this league great, I'm James J. For Trevor Mack, reminding you to stay in your lane.
And I approve of this message.